The show has been in development for the last 2 years now. It came from an original idea which literally was the line, "What would Deirdre do?" It was a moment of inspiration that I had when I was working on an improvised soap opera, and I thought it would be interesting to develop the idea of a character whose life was completely led by a fictional soap character. Their whole existence, they would ask those questions because they refer to that person. That person is an actual part of their life, more than just being part of a soap. And the character of Deirdre is a hugely iconic character. It's a part of people's lives. She's been in the soap for a very long time, virtually since the beginning. And people are very used to her being within their homes, on their TV screens. And it's that step from comfort and warmth and enjoyment where things happen to someone, in Susan White, my character's case, bereavement and loneliness, and they jump that step too far into what was a good-natured enthusiasm into a very real obsession and a very real belief that she is best friends with that character and then she should be part of that character's family. It really jumps into a proper delusional disorder, which sounds very heavy-going and sounds very difficult, but I hope within the writing I've got the balance of definitely a northern turn of phrase, northern humour. The writing in Coronation Street I couldn't hope to aspire to because it is wonderful, and I could only hope to emulate that. But what I hope is I've got the northern turn of phrase that, as you know, everyone who is from this area, from north of Watford, understands the subtleties, and I think the general warmth even in dark situations. And I think Coronation Street really achieves that even in the worst situations there's a little drop of good humour, a little drop of black comedy that comes through. I would hope that people are they find her a very warm character, and I haven't as yet had a Susan White come to the show, but there may be a Susan White who comes to the show and decides that they have to tackle me about the fact that they are number one fan of hers and they are best friends forever with her. Hasn't happened yet. It may do, but I hope people know and feel that it's an institution, but do come to the show because of that, and maybe haven't been to the theatre before and use that as an experience to think, well, that's something I know and that's something warm and familiar. And then ultimately what I hope that we've achieved is good writing, fingers crossed, great storytelling, and people can come in and experience live theatre where that person is right in front of you and what's happening is completely in the moment. We're sat in the instrumental part of my career. I joined the youth theatre when I was 8. I lived in this building, for my formative years, up until I was 18. 19, I had a gap year, I worked in the kitchens, I sold the programmes, I served the drinks, I was backstage, I learnt my craft here. So to go to drama school after that was an absolute bonus and was essential, but I was tutored under Andrew Manley, under Nobby Diamond, these amazing people some of whose productions I have never seen anything that compares, even with productions, in the West End, even regional tours, things that are supposed to be the best, might not have ever compared with things that I've seen here. Hugely looking forward to coming back, debuting the show in my hometown where I'm still based. It's absolutely vital for me, and it's a big challenge. Not only have I written the play, I'm performing in the play, and it has so many references, local references, that I hope I've got the biggest challenge. This is where the show is set. Susan White lives in Starbeck, and she, we reference things. We reference the Crown Hotel. I reference Jessop's for my posh stationery. It's the big challenge. I hope people like it. Otherwise, we're in trouble.